Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, this is a video about how I took an Ancestry DNA test. By the way, this video is not sponsored or promoted in any way. I wanted to do this video to kind of like recap the whole experience, show you how it works, and then my reaction. Way back in 2019, when everything was normal and beautiful, somebody sent me a surprise box of an Ancestry DNA and Health kit. So I was totally freaked out, like who would send me this? And here's what I thought. Okay, this is crazy. I was just opening all my Amazon packages and I thought I had everything I ordered, and then I see this extra package from UPS and I'm like, what is this? And it's an Ancestry DNA Health activation kit. This is crazy. I have been talking about this to my husband forever, and I did not order this. I didn't ask anyone to send this to me, but this is so cool. Thank you to whoever sent this to me. It has my name on it, like my real name. I have been wanting to do one of these Ancestry DNA things for a while because I've just been really interested in my origin and my story. I've been talking to my parents about like where they were from, where they were born, and my grandparents, and I never knew that my grandparents or my grandfather's side of the family, they were first generation Cuban. I thought they were there like forever, but they weren't. And then my mom, talking to her family, it turns out they were like pretty much like gypsies, like they moved all the time. So now I'm super curious about like, where am I from? What am I? Okay, wait, okay, I have an idea. Let's do predictions. So I know that my family, my parents are from Cuba, and that they're like parents or something, or ancestors were from Spain, but they didn't really like know them very well. So I'm gonna say that I am Spaniard and Irish, because I've always felt like a super strong connection. When I went to Ireland a couple years ago, I just felt like people looked like me and I felt like I related to the culture and the people. So I feel like I'm Irish and Spaniard. Yeah. Oh wait, and then my grandfather, my abuelo on my mom's side, has always said that we are Jewish. He has always said that. He celebrates Hanukkah every year. Told my mom, told us, you are Jewish. You are Jewish. You are Jewish. So maybe I'm Jewish, Irish, and Spaniard. Those are my predictions. And if I am totally wrong, I'm gonna be floored beyond belief. Let's get to spitting. All right, you're supposed to activate the kit online, and then you collect your saliva, disgusting, and then you mail your sample, and then you just wait in the waiting room of life for instructions. Dude, I am so stoked. Starting my journey. All right. Says, welcome to the beginning of your story. Before you spit, you have to activate your kit online. This has a hospital smell. Do not eat, drink, smoke, or chew gum 30 minutes before giving your sample. And then you mail your sample. Oh, the mail box is already prepaid. Oh, you get like a special activation code, and that's unique to you. So that's how you look up your stuff. Oh, this is it. This is what you send it in. It's so tiny. All right, guys. I'm not going to show you this part. It's disgusting. Guess what I just got? My DNA and health results from Ancestry.com. So, 48% Spaniard. Crazy. and then 36% Portuguese originating from the Celtic tribes, 7% from African countries. So that includes Morocco, Libya, what was the other one? Bantu, the whole Congo region, Nigeria, Senegal, crazy. So yeah, 7% from African countries, 5% from the indigenous Americas. So like the indigenous tribes from all over the southwest of what is America now, Mexico, all of Central America down there, all those indigenous tribes, Aztec, Mayans, all of that. And then the other percentages are like 1% from Basque, which is a very rural area in between France and Spain. And then the other one was Sardinia, 1% Sardinia. It's this little island in the Mediterranean, close to Italy. So some people have told me I look Italian. As you remember, my predictions were I thought I was going to be Spaniard and Irish and Jewish. Well, surprise, surprise, I'm not Jewish. I'm not Middle Eastern at all, really. I guess my family was more Jewish out of religion than region. And then my Irish guess was, I guess, kind of right, because it says that my Portuguese ancestors were Celtic. So there's that. And my Spaniard guess was spot on. So yeah, when you do these like DNA tests, it really like forces you to like self-evaluate yourself and your family and like the culture you grew up with and the cultures that you're drawn to. Because I think no matter where you grew up, your family has a culture, your community has a culture, but then you're always drawn to like some other culture. I've always been drawn to Irish culture. When I went to Ireland, I was like, I am home. I was there for a couple weeks and I like didn't want to leave. So I guess that was like a piece of me, a part of my DNA that maybe was like, you're home. But what this makes me want to do is travel. Like I really got to go to specifically Spain. That's where most of my DNA is from. I cannot imagine like the feeling of being in Spain. I wonder if I'll get like deja vu walking certain streets or something. I think that would be really fun. But I think it's nice to know where you're from. I think there's a little bit of like self-actualization and just pure fun to know where your DNA is from and where your ancestors are from. Ancestry DNA has some cool things where it'll actually match you up. Like it'll match your DNA up with other people that have done these tests that you're related to, which is super cool. I have some family in South Florida that I already knew about. And then I have like a close cousin in Costa Rica. And then there's also a health part of this DNA. So I think you can get like the regular Ancestry DNA that it'll tell you like your DNA story and ethnicity, but then there's like a health component where it'll tell you if like you're predisposed to like heart and blood diseases or if you're like a carrier for certain genetic diseases and stuff. Mine was super bland. It was like, you're unremarkable, you don't carry any interesting genetics for, you know, like hemophilia or cystic fibrosis, those kinds of things. Like I'm not predisposed to like cardiomegaly or hypocholesterolemia, like nothing. But one thing that it said that I was positive for was that I'm lactose intolerant. So that was interesting. Unless you're looking for like predispositions to certain things or like if you have a high risk of cancer in your family and you want to know if you're a carrier of certain genes or things like that, I would recommend the health portion for you. But if you have no worries about your genetics, you're not worried about passing anything on, or if anything has been passed on to you, I wouldn't like necessarily do the health portion. I would definitely suggest doing just the ethnicity and the DNA story. So super cool to know like where you're from, and just really makes you think about where we are as humans in the year 2020. I mean, we are such travelers. Our countries and world are so interconnected, not just by like the internet, but by travel. Like there's no such thing as a pure race, or like one single race, or for someone to just be French, or for someone to just be Puerto Rican or something. Like, we are all so mixed in such a beautiful way. It really makes you want to just put down all of those barriers. Hold on to the culture that you grew up with, because that's valuable and important, but to not look down on other people who have a different race or culture or food or whatever it is. You know, like, we're all kind of basically the same. And that's something that I think the quarantine and this virus is teaching all of us, is we kind of all have the same basic needs, and we're all in this together. So thank you for watching this video. I hope this encourages you to go get your own DNA test on like Ancestry or 23andMe, or those are the only ones that I can think of right now. But it's so cool. I definitely recommend it. It makes you feel a little bit more like understanding of yourself and appreciation for other cultures, and maybe an explanation why I've been like so drawn to certain places. And I'm telling you, the second this quarantine is over and they lift all the travel bans, I'm grabbing the first travel package to like Spain and Portugal. Like, I gotta go to the homeland and see what I see and see how I feel. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Please like this video if you made it this far. Definitely subscribe to my channel for more fun stuff. Mostly this channel is about me and how I live a minimalist lifestyle, and I live in a tiny house right now in the Smoky Mountains of North Carolina. So thank you again for watching. Please put in the comments where you're watching from, because I love to hear where you guys are watching from. And if you've ever done a DNA test, please tell me your story. I'm super interested. Like, what did you think you were? And were there any surprises when you got the test back? So let me know anything. I would love to hear your thoughts. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.